2014, and we're interviewing Claude DeCamp at the Illinois State Library in Springfield, Illinois. Mr. DeCamp is 68 years old, having been born on November 22nd, 1945.
Correct.
My name is Karen Fitzgerald, and I'll be the interviewer. Now, where and when were you born?
In Peoria. I want to call it not the Methodist. Yeah, the Methodist in Peoria.
The Methodist Hospital?
Yes.
Okay. And we already said you were born on November 22nd, 1945. Okay. Who were your parents, and what were their occupations?
Well, Samuel DeCamp and Celesta DeCamp. And my mom was a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a farmer / worked at Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, okay. What did he do at Caterpillar?
Well, he janitor.
Okay. Who were your siblings, or who are your siblings? Names and genders, and did any of them serve in the military?
My siblings and that did not serve in the military, but I'm going to have to start from the top, I think. Julia West, Ethel,
Mm-hmm.
Abby, now, Shirley, Bassam, Jeanette.
Say her last name again.
I'm sorry.
Shirley's last name again.
Bassam.
Yes, ma'am.
Where I stopped at? Jeanette. Okay.
Shirley.
Oh man, too many of them. Joyce. Berlene. Joyce DeCamp. Berlene Fox. Thomas DeCamp. Me. And Charlotte DeCamp. And I missed out my older brother, Samuel DeCamp, because he died.
He died when he was a baby,
yes.
Right? Okay. Do you need any of those last names again? Okay. What were you doing before you entered the service?
I was a farmhand.
Okay.
And a farmer. I was trying to farm my dad's around, but
Mm-hmm. Okay.
trying to support everybody. It's kind of hard to do.
What were you growing?
Corn, beans, and wheat.
Okay. In which branch of the military did you serve?
In the Army.
What was the highest rank you achieved?
E6. Staff Sergeant E6.
Okay. Did you enlist, or were you drafted?
I was drafted.
Okay. What happened when you departed for training camp and during your early days of training?
What do you mean? What happened?
Was there any eventful thing that happened? Did you enjoy it, or?
Well, see, when I was in the regular Army, I went to Vietnam, and to me that was not very enjoyable.
Did you do training first before you went to Vietnam?
Not really. Right out of basic, or AIT, went over there.
Where did you do basic?
Fort Lander.
Okay. That's where I was born, actually. Okay, so you left for Vietnam pretty quickly, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you recall your instructors?
No.
Okay. Or what they were like? Do you?
Yeah, I liked them.
Okay. Did you receive any specialized training?
Yeah. Been in the military, they taught me how to drive a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Vehicles.
Mm-hmm. big vehicles?
Well, small ones. Now it's different. They train you for all of them.
Oh, okay. How did you adapt to military life, including the physical regimen, barracks, food, and social
I thought I did pretty well.
Okay.
Had no trouble with it.
What about the food?
Yeah, it didn't kill me, so I guess it's all right.
Did you have much of a social life, or was it
No, I was kind
pretty
of
busy?
busy, but when I did, I was by myself. I'd rather be by myself.
Okay. And what was your job in Vietnam?
Ended up being a carpenter,
Okay.
driving nails instead.
Driving what?
Nails.
Oh. Okay.
And what are some of your memories that you have of Vietnam?
It wasn't bad, but there was
I was on detail. In charge of Vietnamese digging a ditch.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I was supposed to run the wheelbarrow, and they're supposed to dig the ditch for me. But they tried to help me move the wheelbarrow, and they couldn't do it because it was too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm in the Manasan trying to help. And it was pretty neat. They wanted to help me.
Uh-huh. Oh. Okay. And what were you digging a ditch for?
Water, so get the water away from the main offices, and so it'll flow without backing up.
Was it a lot of heavy rains there?
Yeah, when monsoon came, it rained.
Oh, okay.
You almost set your watch by it.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Mm-hmm.
How long does the monsoon season
Well,
last?
about like 3 months, something like that.
Mm. Wow.
And there's another one that had me on detail for building underground bunkers. And the engineers had me help them read a blueprint so they know how to get the bunkers built.
Mm. They didn't know how to read a blueprint, huh?
I didn't want to say that, but yeah. Because they wasn't really into that part of it, I guess.
Mm. But
But
you...
when I was in high school, I learned that stuff. So
Oh. Okay.
they put me in charge of it.
Oh, building bunkers
Mhm.
for... where people stayed underground?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the edge of the perimeter of
Mm.
Vietnam. Of Cu
Oh, to protect the town?
yeah.
Okay.
Or us, really.
Uh-huh. Right. And do you have any other memories that you want to mention?
Yeah. I had to go out, help build frames, I guess, for houses for Vietnamese after we cut them down, tore them up, and trying to build frames for them. I went out there and helped in a
Mhm.
group to put something together for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you see any combat action?
Not really, which is probably a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think I could have handled it.
Mm. Did you ever witness gunfire or anything?
Yes, I have done that, but I just, like I said, I didn't have to do much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was that situation?
Vietnamese trying to overrun us, and luckily they didn't do it, get the job done. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you feel when witnessing, did you witness casualties?
No.
Or destruction? No, you never did. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Any destruction?
Well, I've seen jeeps and vehicles.
Blown
Bullet,
up?
yeah, bullets in them.
Oh, bullets. Okay. Must have been pretty scary just knowing that
Yeah, it is. It was.
people are trying to kill you.
Yeah.
What kind of friendships and camaraderie did you form while serving?
Yeah, this one guy that couldn't read or write, so I helped him write letters and read his letters from his girlfriend.
That was nice, huh?
Yeah, but kind of, trying to read something personal
Oh.
or private,
Uh-huh. Well, she knew he couldn't read, right?
Yeah,
But
correct.
she's counting on somebody to read to him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you stay in touch with family and friends?
Letters and tape.
Oh, you sent tapes back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you do for recreation or when you were off duty?
Well, they had a not a pool hall, but they had a building just for a pool room. You can go play pool or go to the tavern and drink
Mm-hmm. Okay.
or sit around and talk. Write letters.
Were you awarded any medals or citations?
Well, I got the good conduct. President from Vietnam. And what the other one is.
The what from Vietnam? What was?
The good conduct medal from Vietnam.
Oh. Okay.
And there's two of them. I can't remember the third one. Some of the stuff I was not very mindful of it, I guess. I could care less.
Oh, okay. But you got the good conduct medal, and what was the second one?
The year I served in Vietnam, in the Vietnam good conduct medal.
Oh, I thought that was the second. That was a different award?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Where were you when the war ended?
Let's see. That's a good question. Let's see. I was working on a farm. Married. I think I lived in Canada at the time.
Okay. So, how many years had you been home when the war ended? Now, what year did you go to Vietnam?
68,
Okay.
through 68, 69
Uh-huh.
in May.
Okay, so you came home in 69.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And the war ended in 75, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you return home?
Yeah, I described how I returned home from Vietnam.
Mhm.
They flew us back
Okay.
to in California.
All right. And was your family there, or did
No, I ended up flying from there to Peoria.
Okay. And then that's where your family met you?
Yes.
All right. How were you received by your family and community?
Family was real good. There's about one or two people in the community who was glad to see me, but some of them wasn't.
Is that because of the war?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's, a lot of vets say when they came back, it seemed like people didn't appreciate their service. Is
Mm-mm.
that right?
No, there wasn't.
How did you readjust to civilian life?
Well, I think it's kind of hard sometimes, but living on the farm, it helped.
Mm-hmm. Did you go back to farming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you remained in contact with or reunited with fellow veterans?
No, I have not, because I didn't want to.
Why?
Why? I don't know. It's just they live too far away, and I'm too tight to try to.
To spend the money to
Yeah,
go.
to go.
Okay. Are you a member of any veterans organizations?
Yes, I'm the FW and American Legion
Okay.
of Ashland.
And what was hard about readjusting to civilian life?
I think it's the temperature.
The temperature?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by
it's hot.
that?
It's hot over there and cool over here.
Oh.
Like 50, 60 degrees difference.
Hmm. You see, you came back in the summertime, didn't you, or
All spring.
in the spring? Okay. What have you done since separating from the military?
Let's see. I don't know where to start. Well, like I said, I worked on the farm, and then also I worked for SIU School of Medicine.
What'd you do there?
I was a housekeeper,
Okay.
and I retired from there. So
Okay. Okay, now these are questions are back about your service. Did you do or have something special for good luck when you were over there?
I used Christ to help me through.
Okay. Prayer or
Prayer,
what exactly?
reading the Bible,
Uh-huh.
and went to church when I could.
Okay. Did they have a Christian church there?
They had church. Because it's kind of hard to just have a Christian church, because all different denominations.
Denominations?
Yeah, denominations.
Uh-huh.
So they tried to please everybody.
Okay. Did you have plenty of supplies?
Yes.
Okay. What was the food like?
Like any other military food.
Not very good, it sounds like.
It could have been worse.
Hmm.
It could have been worse.
Okay. How did you entertain yourself?
Well, sometimes I prayed, wrote letters,
Mm-hmm.
sent tapes. Sometimes I went to PX.
Did any entertainers come to perform where you were?
Yes, Bob Hope. But I was too scared to go because I was afraid the Vietnamese will start bombing. Because
Oh.
when you're in that big group,
Uh-huh.
they can wipe you out pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
So I was too scared to go.
Was he at Coochie? or-
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I was too scared to go.
Were other soldiers too afraid to go too?
Well, I don't know if they're afraid to go, but still you got duties to perform, so some had to do that.
Uh-huh. What did you do when on leave?
I didn't take leave over that.
You didn't have R&R at all?
No, I didn't take it.
Because you wanted to get home sooner, or
Yes.
why? Okay.
Yeah, that's my R&R, getting home.
Okay. Did you travel while in the service? Well, we know you went to Vietnam. Did you go anyplace else?
No,
Okay. How long were you in for? Just that year or two?
yeah, in Vietnam, I was there exactly a year.
Uh-huh.
And I had 6 months left in my military
Okay.
for the 2 years, so they wouldn't let me out. So I went back to Fort Leonard, Missouri.
Oh, so we were there for 6 months
Mhm.
before you went back to the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you do anything? What did you do there? Was it carpenter work there too, or?
No, I ended up driving the truck back
Okay.
there.
All right. Do you recall the day your service ended?
Yeah, my wife and I had a little argument.
Oh.
She didn't want me to get out.
Oh. Why?
I think she got to liking it, but I was afraid if I stayed in, I'd go back to Vietnam, and I didn't want to go back over.
Mm. Okay. Where were you
And what do you mean?
when the day your service ended?
I was in Fort Leonard, Missouri.
Okay.
Between Vietnam and Fort Leonard, that's most places I've been in the military.
Says, did the war come to an end, or had you fulfilled your military service? Okay, we know the answer to that one. Were others discharged with you?
Yes, but I couldn't tell you who there was.
Okay. What did you do in the days and weeks afterward?
Afterward,
After you left the service?
yeah,
Did you celebrate, or did you?
No, I didn't celebrate. Feel like I couldn't afford it, but
Okay. Did you resume a job or start a new career?
yeah, I started a job and kept on working.
What job was that one?
Working on a farm
Oh, okay.
with a different farmer. So it's gonna-
Not your father's farm?
No.
Okay. Where was that?
That was in Rushville, but where I ended up working was in Chapin area.
Chapin. So you mean your dad's farm was in Rushville,
Yes.
and the new farm that you worked on was in Chapin?
Mm.
Okay. I'm not sure where Chapin is. Is that near Rushville?
No, it's between Rushville and Jacksonville and Mount Sterling.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't remember what route that is.
Okay. Did you go back to school
No.
ever? Okay. Did you use any military benefits?
Yes, I did. Talking about school, I went to welding school for a
okay.
while.
All right. Did you use any of the military benefits for going back to school, or
That's the only thing I
anything
used
else?
before
Okay.
was going to welding school.
Oh,
class.
all right. Okay. How did your military experiences affect your life?
I think it worked a little bit better because it gave me a little more insight of me.
In what way?
More stamina
Uh-huh.
and gives me a clue what's going on outside my little world.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay. What are some life lessons you learned?
About the same what you just asked me, I think, but just know what you got to do and do it.
Mm-hmm. Gives you discipline, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How has your military service impacted your feelings about war and the military in general?
Well, there's a time and place for war, and sometimes we try to go out and protect everybody, which we can't. You gotta. Some people say you gotta pick your fights.
Right. So, how do you feel about the Vietnam War? Do you think that was...
I don't think it should have happened, but it did, and I went and did my duty.
And I think most people, like I told you, my dad served there, so you don't realize until years later what it was really all about, you
Yeah.
know? It's hard to know when you first go over there.
Especially when you're young, you know, you're scared to death when you get over there.
What were the people like? Did you interact very much with the Vietnamese people?
There's a few I did, because some of them worked with me, and well, doing the company part is like a supply thing too. So we had a guy that kid worked with us, and a couple of officers from Vietnamese came, and you couldn't find him for 3 hours later, because he went and hid,
Oh.
because he didn't want to be in the war.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Which I don't blame him, but
Yeah. Huh. Did you see much of their home life, or?
Yes, I have. When I was telling you about the going out and building the houses, saw them, and they're just like you and me, you know, just in a different situation.
Right. What message would you like to leave for future generations who will view or hear this interview?
So that is hard to say for me. Just try to be yourself and do the right things that you should be doing. And don't people, you know, working as a team. There's no I in team.
There's no what?
I
Oh,
in team.
right. Right.
Everybody's got to work together.
Okay. Is that what the military taught you?
Yes. And I still have trouble with that yet today, because some things I think I could do about myself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Is there anything that we haven't discussed that you want to add?
Well, and also we talk about make sure the kids will get their schooling, because I didn't want to go to school, and then after I did come back, I did graduate, but it took me 5 years, year extra. But when I joined up after I got out of service, and there's 4 years inactive. Right before the 4 years inactive, I joined the National Guard.
Oh.
And then I went overseas in Italy, and some of the things I seen over there, I should have learned more in books. So I would have knew what I was looking at.
Oh, like the art. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and some of that stuff is very pretty.
Yeah. Where in Italy were you?
Leaning Tower Pizza over there
Oh, Pisa.
in that
Okay.
area. And then went to Rome on a trip. But just some of the things you see over there. It just-
Amazing, huh?
yeah, and I wish I learned more of that. in school.
Mm-hmm. How long were you there?
2 weeks,
Oh,
because I was in the National Guard, and we went over there to do some, I guess we got some bases over there, so we went over there and worked on Jeeps and stuff, but
okay.
at that time I was a cook over there, so I did some cooking.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good to know. Yeah. I think that would be good for this interview, too.
Because I did, well, I took carpenter, or truck driver, carpenter, and then I was a cook in the
Mhm.
National Guard.
And how long were you in the National Guard?
Let's see, 79 till, what, 96?
Okay.
Because I had a year over, so I got my, I was a couple of days having 21 years in.
Okay.
But going to school is one big thing that people should do.
Okay. Did you do any other traveling while in National Guard?
Went to Panama twice.
Oh. Did you work on the canal, or?
No, I was a cook.
Oh, okay.
At that time they had, what they call T-packs,
Mm-hmm.
like a 9 by 12 by 2 inch pan with food. And you just had to heat them up and open them up and feed the people.
Not much cooking involved, huh?
No.
Okay. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, that sounds good. Good stopping point.